The purpose for today for the women's group making artwork for their exhibition was to come and learn about our Dutch works of art and be inspired by them, and to collect ideas about how they can take the themes from the Dutch work and apply them to their own artwork. The ladies will take part in guided tours of our Dutch collections by Alex Herzl, one of our freelance artists, and also Lucy Davis, who is our curator of Dutch paintings. So Alex is focusing on some of our key still lives in the collection.
They looked at the still lives and got the idea of what the objects and what their meanings were so quickly. We were looking at the Weenix downstairs, this huge still life. And in the corner of the still life is a peacock looking away but also looking back.
The peacock eye is the church looking at you, all staring.
One of the participants immediately went, it's the same in the Hindu faith. It's the same idea of the peacock being one of our gods.
Lots of the objects in these paintings are treasures, and that's one of the themes, hopefully, for our exhibition. Groups can really understand the meaning behind them and think about their own treasures and what's important to them and how they'd like to display their own treasures in a piece of artwork. We have a group of refugee tour guides who will be working with us for the next year to learn about the collection, and they'll eventually give their own guided tours of the museum.
This display is dedicated to Rembrandt and his circle.
Lucy Davis will start the day by showing our refugee tour guides around the East Galleries, because this is the first time that they've seen these galleries refurbished.
He took on his first apprentice, Herrick Dow, and you can see how Herrick Dow is really inspired by Rembrandt's very...
For the public, what the tour guides will offer is a totally different perspective on our collection. It's quite exciting to think about what an individual who doesn't come from an art historic background could come up with in their interpretations of the artworks, and how they share these interpretations with the wider public.
Now, I would introduce myself to you, but the question is, what name should I be addressed by?
The three women's groups who are coming to the collection today will take part in watching costume performances played by two actors playing the roles of Jean Pelecorn, painted by Rembrandt, and the young archer, painted by Gubert Flink. And the women's groups will watch these performances to gain a better idea of our Dutch paintings and the context in which they were made.
Don't you think I look handsome?
Yeah, very handsome.
To be frank, I can tell from your attire that you're clearly not of merchant class.
The merchant talks about the way they started dealing with the business to the other countries all over the world.
This is actually a merchant ship.
I would like to learn more, I think, about these paintings, and especially the history of these people, Dutch, who went to India, and East India, I think, company as well.
The largest multinational trading organisation in the world, I believe.
It's an extraordinary project that is allowing people to be made aware of how the West has influenced them.
The first one we saw had dressed up exactly like the gentleman in the picture.
I find her.
And I did ask him, where did you get the new lace from? He said, oh, don't tell me, but it was made up 3 months ago.
His costume itself is a real work of art. The costumes were made by students from Kensington and Chelsea College of Fashion. They've sourced authentic materials and silks and lace from Paris and London and even America. They've sourced stockings from America.
And raises up the question of identity, how we present ourselves.
The young archer also has a very beautiful costume. It's a very luxurious green jacket.
Apparently, their favourite tactic was to fire directly towards the eye.
We have a group of community ambassadors who are 16 individuals from different groups across London, and they'll be working with us to help market the intergenerational community exhibition that's part of this project.
We are explained all aspects of the collection and asked to devise ways of making it available to the public via workshops and any interactive activity. One of the projects I'm working on right now is to have an autobiographical work, like a still life, which tells of their life in London. So it will involve migration. It might tell stories of their family or how they've adapted to living conditions here, inspired by the Dutch collection. of still lives.
What I'll be doing is first of all a demonstration about lace making, then some of you will actually have a chance to do it.
The ladies will take part in some lace making workshops to learn about how lace was made in 17th century Dutch Republic.
She's a lace maker. She makes bobbin lace.
Because we have a lovely painting here called The Lace Maker, because they'll be making works out of lace for their final exhibition pieces.
Right, so I put the pin in there, and then I tighten it. That one over that one. That's okay, that's one stitch.
Since the beginning of the project, our ladies groups have been taking part in a variety of activities, and so far we've offered them lino printing, silk painting, ceramic painting, collage making and pattern drawing, and I think they've really enjoyed them.
We did Islamic pattern workshop, which was fantastic to see how on a simple level they are made and how they are done. It was beautiful.
Mostly they've enjoyed the collage making and they've created some incredible pieces for this workshop.
Collage workshop was very interesting. I used the flowers, lot of flowers and trees and things like that. In the second one, I put my family pictures and myself when I was young until now.
They have taken their own country of origin, which is clearly incredibly important to them. So if it's Bangladesh, they have brought images of Bangladesh and then maybe with their flag or their stamps and things. So it's this fusion of their own country of origin and now being in London.
The paintings I saw at the Wallace Collection reminds me of the things I did in my collage, my family life, my growing up.
The Dutch paintings are a lot about ordinary life, the mother, the child, and praising it for what it is, for a positive thing.
From today's visit, the ladies will come away with a really good knowledge of our Dutch works and, more importantly, inspiration and thought about how they can apply what they've seen in the paintings to their own exhibition.
This project has inspired me to be active and do new things and something new at home to pass my time as well.
I'm inspired by this collection. I would like to visit again, and also I will suggest my family should come and see it as well.